So the second trailer, which is I guess you could say a running theme, with these new trailers, the second trailer to Hellboy, the reboot, had dropped, and I liked it. I really, really liked the new trailer. I'm still not on board with this being a. I'm gonna put it like this. It's a standard. The standard bar is that it's gonna be a good movie, and I don't mean like it's gonna be a good movie or a really good movie, but it's just gonna be good, decent, a movie or whatever. I don't know. I'm still not on board. I'm still not as excited or more excited for this movie than I was before this first trailer, or before before the second trailer, or I say slightly maybe more than, I don't know. I'm just not more excited for it. Put it like this, because I'm just thinking about back to what I thought about before the first trailer even dropped. After seeing it, I guess you could say my expectation went down a little bit, because it wasn't, whatever. But I mean, the second trailer brought it right back up to that expectation. Maybe put it like in perspective. If my expectations were one, for this movie, and I'm just throwing out a number. I ain't saying like it was true, really, really low. But it was one before the first trailer. Then it probably kind of went down to a 0, and this second trailer brought it back up to a 1. So. Maybe 1 is not the best number, but I'm just throwing out a number just to give an example. Just to make it a little bit better. Maybe my expectations were at a 5, and then the first trailer brought it down to a 4, and now it's back at a 5. But in any case, I don't know. Like, I liked the trailer, I really did. I don't know. Like, I guess you could say it's a little bit of bias, because I really did like the Guillermo del Toro Hellboys, and just a lot of the practical effects that went along with it, because Guillermo del Toro with the Hellboy, he set a bar. He set the standard right there of what I come to expect from that. And the practical, and as well as the 3D effects or the digital effects, worked really good for the movie. Like, that was one of the spectacles of it. It's just, he used a lot of practical effects, and it really, really, really worked. And this movie is like they're going full on digital, with everything, with the monsters and all that stuff. Anything that they can or they don't need to use, computers for, they're gonna use computers for. They're not. It seems like they're not going practical with a lot of things. And I'm not talking about the sets and everything else. I'm talking about like just the monsters and stuff. It was like practical monsters was used when he could do it and make it look good. But as far as if we couldn't use practical, he didn't use practical. And this is just, I don't know. Like, I guess you could say I'm a little turned off by it, but needless to say, I could go into this movie expecting, let's say, a 1, not really expecting to like it, and come out loving the film. Like, this movie could definitely be in my top 10, or it could definitely be in my top 10 worst, or it could just linger around, just not being on either list, best or worst. Just, it's there. It happened. Yeah. Whatever. It wasn't bad enough to be on my worst. It wasn't good enough to be on my good. So I don't know, like, I'm still not at a higher level with this movie. I'm not expecting too much from it. I'm not saying that I'm expecting it to just be horrible. I'm just not expecting anything from it. I'm not expecting, I hope to enjoy it. I don't hope to go to and that's the thing. Like, I don't want people to think that I'm expecting this movie. I want this movie to do bad. Because if I want a movie to do bad, I'm not going to go see it. I'm simply not going to go see it. If I'm looking at a movie and I'm like, I want this movie to fail, why am I going to waste my money? Even with A-list stubs, first of all, why would I waste my money on a movie that I want to do bad? Because, or, I want to be bad and I want to do bad. Because that's just wasting my money. And then secondly, even if I use A-list stubs, where I get the 3 free movies a week, If I use one of those movies for that, why would I waste my time on a movie that I feel is going to be bad and going to do bad, and that I want to do bad? You know, it just, I don't want this movie to do bad. I want this movie to be good, to where my theater experience, and if I have to come out of pocket, maybe if I don't go to an A-list, I have to come out of pocket for this. Hopefully that my time and or, you know, money isn't wasted. So I don't have any expectations for it. I'm literally more than likely going to go into it just like, hey, if it knock my socks off, it does. If it doesn't, then cool. Hopefully I get some enjoyment out of it. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't have any expectations of this movie. But that's just, even with the trailer. I mean, I like the trailer. It shows a little bit more of the story, because the first one was just showing scenes and stuff and, you know, quick liners and all that stuff. But I don't know, this trailer was better than the first trailer, but it really don't have me more on board than I was really before. It really doesn't. I liked it because it gave an explanation of the possible story and stuff, but other than that, it's whatever. It is whatever.